Hi everyone, we here at Volleyball DNA would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all those who supported us during our first year. We'd also like to extend our gratitude to all of the players who willingly shared their stories and kept us entertained during these unprecedented times. Tomorrow, a new chapter in the lives of our favorite volleyball idols will unfold with the return of the PVL. And we can't wait to witness it and be inspired once again. So if you haven't, subscribe to the program and hit the notification bell as we present to you our latest experiment on the show. Alright guys, so bukas, yung matagal na nating hinihintay, opening day of the Premier Volleyball League, the PVL bubble. We've been talking about this on the show for over a year, and finally, it's here. Kaya naman, we invited a man who's very passionate about the sport, a man who's been there since the beginning, before the age of social media, before the PVL was called the PVL. He works for the Philippine Star, veteran sports writer. You've seen him if you've been watching or mingling around with the players, the fans of the sport, the game of volleyball, Mr. Joey Villar. Sir Joey, maraming salamat sa oras and welcome to Volleyball DNA.
Thank you, Anton. It's an honor for sa pag-invite mo sa akin dito sa napakagandang show mo na pina-follow ko naman.
Maraming salamat, sir. And Sir Joey right now is in Ilocos Norte. Such a beautiful place. I was there a couple of months ago, and I'm so thankful dahil he's been doing a lot of work providing us all the updates about the happenings in the PVL, pero nabigyan pa rin tayo ng oras dito sa show. Sir Joey, I want to ask you about the time when you were there covering the Shakey's V-League, because that's what it was called, diba? When the league was formed in 2004. I want to ask you about those times when volleyball was starting to build up.
Yes, of course, we all know that the Shakey's V-League, the precursor of the PVL, started in 2004. Everybody knows that. But when it started, this group called Sports Vision, composed of the current president, Ricky Palou, Sir Tony Boyliao, and Moying Martelino, and the former PBA commissioner, late June Bernardino. They had this vision of like resuscitating Philippine volleyball, because during that time, Philippine volleyball is like parang nasa dark ages, ika nga. Kumbaga, medyo masama na yung performance natin sa international, medyo tahimik yung scenes. So they formed this league and nagsimula 6 na collegiate teams. So, ambition sila na to resuscitate. During that time, pwede kang mag-doubt kasi sabi, patay yung volleyball, paano kaya nila magagawa to? But, nagsimula na yung game sa LPU gym, di ba? First ever game. Na napakaliit. Alam mo siguro yun sa Intramuros.
Yung LPU, yes.
That can accommodate about 80 to 100 fans at the most. So, napakaliit nun talaga. And yet, the tournament goes on, dumadami hanggat sa ang daming nasa labas, naghihintay. Na umabot sa finals, nag-decide sila Sir Ricky Palou and the group to hold it in a bigger venue, which happened to be the Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Okay.
Na alam mo naman Rizal Memorial, you've seen it. It house like thousands. And maniwala ka sa hindi, no social media, no live stream, on TV, IBC 13 yata, ano pa, either on delayed basis or replay. So, walang live, walang internet, walang SOCMED, newspaper, reports.
Okay.
And napuno ang Rizal Memorial. So, doon ako naniwala na posible pala mabuhay ang sport. Kasi parang basketball, siyempre, ang number 1 nating pastime. Pero nung nabuhay yung B-League, lumabas yung mga parang closet fans. Parang lang, dahil walang mapanood, masama yung lumabas yung mga fans. Yung mga nakatago na volleyball fans pala. So ang dami. Doon ako nagsimulang naniwala na kaya nila. Na alam naman natin at present, ito na yung Philippine volleyball, ito na yung PBL, di ba?
So ayan guys, nakakuha tayo ng history from Sir Joey Villar of how volleyball was in the beginning and when he first felt na magiging popular ang sport ng volleyball. Now, tomorrow, magsisimula na nga yung PVL. I am sure, sir, you've been waiting for this a long time. Excited na rin kayo na mag-cover right there in front of the action. How excited are you, and how are you feeling? What personally are you expecting na mangyari pag magsimula na ang PVL bukas?
Actually, yung hindi excited, understatement yung excitement. Delirious, I'm delirious actually to see the games kasi for 2 years natenga tayo eh. So, 'di ba? Imagine lalo na yung fans, 'di ba? Kumbaga, mas hungry yung fans na makita yung games, kaya grabe. Kaya expect na yung mga players manggigigil, magkakaroon lang siguro injury konti dahil siyempre, 'di ba? Karamihan 2 years na tenga. So hindi dapat din minsan yung practice. Pero tingin ko naman malalim naman yung marami naman silang players. So exciting pa rin yan tingin ko.
Well, hopefully nobody gets injured. That's something that we never want to see sa larangan ng sports. So that's something that we'll be praying for, and we hope that everybody will be able to put on a show. And no matter what happens, we're just excited that volleyball is back. So ito na nga, Sir Joey. Let's do a preview of each team, each of the 10 participating teams na magpa-participate dito sa ating PVL bubble. I know you've been na-excite ako every time nagtitweet ka ng mga inside scoop eh. Yun yung talagang inaabangan ko, sir eh. Kaya ito, we have Sir Joey Villar himself going to break down all of the 10 teams participating in the PVL bubble. So simulan natin, let's do it by alphabetical order. Simulan natin sa Bali Pure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give Sir Joey, and Sir Joey, you can correct me sa projected starting lineup. And then just tell me what you think about the team. So simulan natin sa Bali Pure, Purest Water Defenders. So we have Alina Bicar at setter, Grace Bombita, the captain, at open spiker. The other open spiker, Bern Flora. Middle blockers, Jen Casugod and Shirley Salamagos. Opposite hitter, Gaira Baroga. And the libero, Julia Angeles. The coach is Coach Romel Abella.
So, di ba? Kumbaga, sinabi mo pa lang si Coach is a multi-title player with Pocari. So, kahit na yung players na hindi masyadong kilala sa fans list ng, di ba? Not the most popular players. Pero yung mga yan, nakakabulag yan kasi it's a combination of youth and some seasoned players. Like, yung bagong kuha nilang si Bombita, grabing pumalo yan.
Yeah.
So, ang tingin ko, yan ang, kumbaga, kaya mag-Final Four nito. Hindi rin pwedeng maging overconfident ka sa team na to kasi pwede kang bulagin ito yung Bali Pure na to kasi because of the coach himself.
Okay, so mataas yung tingin mo kay Coach Romel Abella, and yes, you're right. Coach Romel Abella was the coach during the time na Pocari Sweat won the championship sila, the 2MG, si Melissa Gohing and Michelle Gumabao those days.
Powerhouse.
So for you, yeah, powerhouse, grabe. Yun yung parang naging dynasty din yun eh.
Yes.
Sir Joey, for you, X factor of this team, who do you think might step up and elevate her game in the PVL bubble?
I think for me, si Bombita and Kasugod yan kasi parang sila yung they bring experience to a team na mostly bata. So importante yung pagkuha, kita mo, ini-start agad ni Coach Romel si Bombita, di ba? Kasugod na they can compete against the best. Tulad nila Liza, nila Jaja. So hindi man ganun kapopular ng iba. Pero ito, pag nakita mong magtrabaho to, ibang klase to.
Let's go now to the team that arrived last in the PVL bubble sa Ilocos Norte, ang Perla Spikers. So, ang projected lineup natin is Jem Ferrer at setter, Nicole Tiamzon, Joanna Maraginot, Zarina Carandang, and Cherry Nunag. I'm mentioning these two and no Kathy Bersola kasi wala ako nakitang Kathy Bersola sa picture. So, can you confirm that, Sir Joey? No Kathy Bersola.
Yes, no Kat Bersola. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's a big blow. That's a big blow to the Perla Spikers. So if there's no Bersola, it's Carandang and Nunag, projected middle blockers. Roma Doromal at opposite, Fang Ponce at libero.
Yung pupuno dun sa sinasabi mo, ang hindi mo nabanggit si Mitch Morente.
Yun, si Mitch.
He's the new acquisition. So imagine mo, Maraginot, Morente, Nunag. So parang hindi rin nawala si si Cathy Bersole. And of course, ang constant diyan, steady force diyan si Nicole Tiamson. For me kasi kung natatandaan nyo yung huling conference bago yung pandemic, si Tiamson yung parang kumbaga naging MVP si Alyssa, si Tiamson yung lumaban para sa MVP. Siya yung nagdadala, siya yung constant steady force that's keeping Perlas alive. So tapos nadagdagan ka pa ng Morente recently. So imagine mo yun kung maibalik ni Morente yung dating gilas niya, sobra. Grabe.
Sir Joey, biglang umingay yung Perlas nung dumating si Morente. Bigla naging makulit bigla yung mas lalong kumulit yung players ng Perlas.
Totoo lang.
So, speaking of Nicole, she's also listed as the team captain now. Kasi dati, di ba, si Z. So, Z is not playing. Nicole steps up as the team captain. Aside from her scoring prowess, sabi mo nga, she could, kaya niya makipagsabayan with Alyssa. How do you think that's going to affect Perlas with Nicole now standing as the leader of this team?
Nothing will change kasi she's been a leader ever since. So, I think si Jem Ferrer din captain ng team.
Okay.
Mga bet. Nothing will change except lalakas sila kasi nadagdagan pa sila ng additional threat ng parang dinagdagan mo ng armas yung already na constant third place finisher na 3 times. Imagine, kulang na lang sa kanila mag-finals, mag-champion, and kaya dinagdag ko, ito yung goal nila is to win it all finally. To make finals. Actually,
Sir Joey, you just reminded me kasi tinatanong ko sila Z, sila Charo, sila Nicole, Cathy, kasi yun nga yung storyline sa Perlas. They're always in the final 4 but can't seem to make it over the hump and barge in to the championship. From your perspective as a veteran sports writer covering the PVL, ano sa tingin mo yung kailangan gawin ng Perlas para makaabante na sa championship?
Ito, yung additional firepower nga na I think Jo Maraginot, if she's healthy, if she's 100%, parang ito na yung yung missing pieces of a championship puzzle, parang ganun sila. Yung dating nitong tatlo na to na imagine mo si Nicole Champson tsaka si Kat Bersola lang di ba? Si Jiger Basio nagbubuhat natin. Meron silang ganun na tingin ko ito na siguro kung ang makakatulong sa kanila na maka-finals and perhaps win it all.
Ayan. So, ayan ang from the perspective of Sir Joey Villar, additional firepower. Now they have it with the additions of Cherry Nunag and of course Michelle Morente and a much improved Nicole Tiamzon who now has to step up as the leader. All right, let's move on to the Signal HD Spikers. Projected starters, Ariel Estraniero, Rachel Andakis, May Luna, Rania Musa, Roslyn Doria, Cla Abriam, Jack Jonella, and then of course the coach is Coach Shaq De Los Santos. Your thoughts, Sir Joey Villar, on the Signal HD Spikers?
Alam mo, si Signal kasi tawag sa kanila Team Awesome, di ba? So maybe they will be a little less awesome because marami ring nawala tulad ni Alohi Robbins Hardy na setter pero all around, grabe. Jovelyn Gonzaga who is now playing with Army. Kasi priority Army. So to fill this up, yung sinabi mo si Ayel from UP setter and Clarissa Abriam from CSB. Parang sila yung to fill these gaping holes na iniwan nung pagkawala nitong dalawang importanteng player na to na si Alohi Robbins Hardy at si Jovelyn, di ba? So pero tingin ko naman kayang buhatin to ni Rachel Andakis. At yung addition na si Musa, dati na yan, magaling. Jonella, Yola Ceballos is a good addition. And actually si Shaq mismo, former national team coach. Okay, so this is a brand new Signal team act. Parang na pwede pa. Meron pa silang asim ika nga. Maski nawalan sila ng konting awesomeness.
Do you see them though, despite the fact na yun nga, nawalan sila ng konting awesomeness, do you still see this team as a Final Four squad?
I see Signal as a capable Final Four team. But I'm having doubts on how far they can go after the Final Four. So, dahil nga, kung kukumpara mo sa ibang teams, grabe yung ibang team, sobra. So, dito sa liga na to na short, compact league, kailangan mo ng bench depth. And I think Signal medyo nawalan ng konti ng lalim because of the absences of Gonzaga and Alohi.
Okay. Sir Joey, let's move on now to the defending champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers. So projected starters, Gia Morado, Alyssa Valdez, Gemma Galanza. Ito, yung middle blocker, malalim yung position na to kaya, it could be interchangeable, but it could be Risa Sato, and yung bago nila, si Jeanette Panaga. And then, of course, opposite hitter, di mo rin alam kung sino magsa-start because it could be Tots or it could be Michelle Gumabao. So let's just put Michelle Gumabao in there because, she's been there prior to Tots' arrival. Then Kyla Atienza at libero. And Coach Ty Bundit is still the coach, right? Is he already there in Lawag?
He arrived by 15.
Nako.
So, upon arriving sa Manila, he will undergo a 10-day quarantine.
Okay.
So, bakit mo yun? So, 15. So, aalis siya July 25. Babiyahe siya at least 1 whole day. Hindi ko alam kung paano yung protocols, kung kailangan pa niya mag-quarantine dito. Siguro 1 or 2 days. So, most probably, mawawala siya for more than a week.
Wow. So, crucial pala yun, sir, no?
Pero, yung papalit sa kanya, yung who will handle the fort in his absence, si Sherwin Meneses.
Ayun.
Alam naman natin na capable din. So, he can man the fort in the absence of Coach Ty.
Okay, Sir Joey, this is a burning question. Kasi, one of the storylines prior to the PVL bubble was, nung naging isang liga na lang yung volleyball, champions of the PSL, F2 versus the champions of the PVL. But now that F2 is out of the picture, is Creamline the favorite to win it all?
Yes, they are. Kasi before, ang storyline na inaabangan natin, who will be the champion of champions between Creamline and F2. Since out of our control, na-injured yung ibang players, na nag-back out sila in the last minute. So, hindi natin makokontrol, making Creamline na champion talaga, na favorite to win it all. Kasi nawala na yung tinginan lahat na magiging hadlang sa Creamline. So, hindi magiging madali, pero at least less hard, less hard. Nawala yung F2.
Another question na we asked when we guested Rose Vargas here on Volleyball DNA was, does Creamline have the best second six in the league? I personally believe they do. Kasi grabe, I mean, kung hindi si Gia Morado, okay, may Kyle Negrito ka. Tapos yun nga, kung hindi si Risa Sato, may Celine Domingo. Kung hindi si Jeanette Panaga, may Pao Soriano ka. Tapos may Tots ka pa.
Yes.
So, I mean, Sir Joey, is it easy to say na yun nga, they are the deepest team also in the league?
Yes. Kasi pwede kang gumawa ng Creamline 1, pwede kang gumawa ng Creamline 2 sa nasabi mo, and Creamline 2 can compete. It can beat Creamline 1. Tamang gising for me. So yung second stringer na sinasabi natin sa Creamline, starter yan ng ibang teams. Ilagay mo sa ibang teams yan, Pao Soriano. Ilagay mo sa ibang teams, Celine Domingo. Kaya Negrito, lagay mo sa ibang team, they will start.
Ayan. And yun nga parang hindi mo alam kung sino magsa-start sa lalim ng lineup nila. So they can play around with the pieces. But Sir Joey, let's try to look at possible weaknesses dito sa Creamline lineup. Meron ka bang nakikitang chinks in the armor of the Cool Smashers?
Masyadong cliche ito pero lagi sinasabi na themselves, di ba? Yung sobrang galing mo. Parang San Miguel, sobrang sa ibang teams, halimbawa sa basketball, di ba? Pag sobrang galing mo, sarili mo na yung kalaban mo. Golden State Warriors, di ba? Minsan, and injuries also, di ba? Na pwedeng mangyari. So, sarili nila tingin ko. And how Sherwin Meneses will manage the team, will handle the team in the absence of Ty Bondit. Kasi every game count sa single round robin, top 4 lang ang papasok. Isa o dalawang talo, tatlo, delikado kang matanggal. So, yung pagkawala ni Ty Bondit, dapat ma-manage ni Sherwin na ma-hold niya yung team at manalo.
Pero tama ka, sir. Very crucial. That's very crucial information about the absence of Coach Tai while he's observing the quarantine measures bago siya makapag-reunite sa kanyang kupunan. So that's definitely one of the storylines para sa defending champions, ang Creamline Cool Smashers. All right, let's move on to another exciting team. Actually, when we asked players from other teams, when I asked them who they are looking forward to playing against the most or who they think is a formidable team, marami nagsabi, itong team na to, itong Cherry Tigo crossover. So tignan natin ang kanilang projected starters Jasmine Nabor at setter. And because the Laure sisters are not playing, I looked at the lineup, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Joey, but these are potential open spikers to start. Elaine Casilag and Janine Navarro. Potential.
I think Janine Navarro is injured and will not play.
Oh, okay. So if not Janine, sino kasama ni Casilag?
Adorador. I think Adorador. Yes.
Adorador would be the other open spiker, sir. Okay. So Casilag and Adorador, Jaja and Dindin, Maylene Paat at opposite, and Libero Buding Duremdes. Tas si Coach Aaron Velez.
Yes.
All right. So how big is the absence of Aya and EJ for Cherry Tigo, and do you agree with the player sentiment na this is a team that they should watch out for?
Oo, dahil malalim din to parang Creamline din to Kumbaga kung nandito sila Laure sisters, ang lakas nito sobra, pero kahit wala sila malakas pa rin to dahil pag inaano mo si Paat, isa sa pinakamagaling na players natin pag sa international. And of course, Nabor, one of our best setters, di ba? Casilag and Adorador, of course. So, marami nga of course, Jaja. Jaja is the main weapon of Cherry Tigo na tingin ko kaya nang dalhin tong team na to.
Okay.
Even without the Laure sisters.
All right. What about the coaching of Coach Aaron Velez? What do you think about him? Because he was part of NU before, right? And then primarily, alam ko, ang role niya is with the strength and conditioning. So now he's at the helm of this Cherry Tigo crossover squad. How do you think his influence will rub on the players?
I've talked to Coach, I think, and he keeps talking about conditioning. So ito, diba? So number one factor, kahit anong galing mo kung di ka condition. So dito pa lang alam mo na Cherry Tigo would be one of the fittest teams because of the coach na 2-in-1. So and it motivator din tong si coach dahil nakausap ko na to dati na pati ako kaya niya akong alam mo yon, kumbaga kung may pagbibili siya sa akin, kaya niya ako i-convince. So, ganun siya kagaling mag-motivate ng players. And with this kind of talent, kaya niyang kaya niyang i-handle yung ganitong kalakas na talent ng Cherry Tigo.
Sir Joey, Final Four contender pa rin ba tong Cherry Tigo even without the Laure sisters?
I think they're not just Final Four contender, title contenders din to if the stars align.
Okay.
For me.
So ayan, that's the preview for the Cherry Tigo crossover. Now let's move on to the other Ribisco team, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. So they posted a picture, so malinaw na ito yung mga magiging projected starters natin. Actual starters ni Coach Oliver Almadro, I should say. Dino Wong at setter. Open spikers, Regine Arocha and Pongay Gaston. Middle blockers, Maddie Madayag and Bea De Leon. Opposite hitter, Kat Tolentino. Libero, Denden Lazaro Revilla. And of course, the Coach Oliver Almadro. Sir Joy Villar, ano masasabi mo sa Choco Mucho Flying Titans?
I think Choco Mucho would be a stronger team this year because of Rian Wong. Kumbaga, nag-upgrade sila sa setter na kulang nila in the past campaign. So, kumbaga, maayos din naman yung setter nila before. Pero in Rian Wong, pag 100% to, tapos familiar pa siya kila Kat Tolentino, Bea Del, kila Madi. Imagine, parang nanonood ng Ateneo with additional talent ng other college teams. Tulad nila, di ba? Nila Arocha, sila Ebuen, MVP ng NCAA ito. Alam mo yan, di ba?
Yeah.
So, Imagine mo, Ateneo team plus talented additions, lakas.
Oh. Ito ang tanong ko sa'yo, Sir Joey. Kasi when I look at all of the projected starting lineups, something is telling me that Choco Mucho's first six is possibly the strongest in the PVL. That's how I feel about it. Kasi Dino Wong, Madi Madayag, Bea de Leon, Kat Tolentino, yung triple towers na yon, tapos si Dina pa, very familiar with them, Coach O, and then of course, you have Denden, Lazaro Revilla, and then the only possible weakness that I see, and this is with all due respect to Regine and Pongay, because Regine and Pongay, we know what they can do in the NCAA and UAP level, but they are not yet proven in the professional level. So I think in terms of the first six, it's their time to shine. And that's what we're gonna learn about them. But do you think, yun nga, Sir Joey, na this is the best starting lineup in the PVL? How do you feel?
I think I have to agree because especially now that I'm just like what I mentioned earlier, they have now a better setter in Wong na kayang facilitate ng plays, familiar with yung triple tower na tingin ko pinakamalakas na triple tower. Doon ako naniniwala sa buong liga. Yung triple tower na tallest, one of the tallest if not the tallest team na to. So tapos imagine mo nagka-setter. So maniwala ka, uulan ng palo yan, uulan ng hindi mo alam kung ano yung stop mo doon sa tatlo. I promise you.
Ito, Sir Joey, another question. Follow up dun sa about kay Regine and Pongay. Do you think that they will elevate their game and be effective in the professional level?
I think Pongay, because of her familiarity with Dian Wong and Arocha, na alam naman natin na ano yan hindi kailangan na umiscore yan para mag-contribute Si Arocha, she can do everything. Na she can adapt to any situation na nakita natin sa NCAA na 'di ba champion champion mentality rin yan. So tingin ko kayang one of the X factors na si Arocha, tingin ko for me, kasi ito yung missing link ng isa sa mga weaknesses ng na I think Arocha can fill that up.
All right, moving on. The PLDT Home Fiber Power Hitters. So, projected starters nila, Rhea Di Maculangan, Isa Molde, Chinchin Basas, Maristela Layug, Kat Villegas. It could be Aiko Ordaz or Ellie Soyud at opposite, Alyssa Eroa at libero, and then of course, Coach Roger Gorayev is the coach of PLDT Fiber. Your thoughts on this team, Sir Joey?
I was talking to Roger a lot and he mentioned the significant improvement of Isa Molde and Ellie Soyud. So, ito daw yung dalawa na bago that stood out the most. Yung dalawang yun. So, wala ka, huwag ka magulat kung i-start ni Roger si Ellie Soyud.
Okay.
Ang one problem lang ni Roger, yung middle blocker.
Okay.
Kasi feeling niya, undersized tsaka less experience yung mga middle blockers niya. So he tried to recruit middle blockers like Isa Maiso, Chloe Cortez, and now Majoy Baron. She's trying, pero hindi natuloy, hindi nag-workout. So kumbaga, he told me he would have to make do with what he has. So yun ang sinabi niya openly na weakness niya, yung middle blocking. So hopefully mapatch niya tong ma-cover up niya with strong play sa mga hitters niya.
Sir Joey, gagawin kaya niyang middle itong si Ellie Soyud? Kasi 'di ba nung nag-start si Ellie Soyud sa Lasal kay Coach Ramil, middle blocker siya. Tapos nung nag-Adamson, nagbago siya ng position. Do you think to strengthen the middles baka i-convert niya, or was that what he was explaining to you na sa pagbabago sa laro niya?
He didn't mention using Ellie as a middle but he mentioned like he will settle for his current middle blocker. So kung sino yung middle blockers niya, most probably he will choose one. Kung sino yung maganda yung laro, kung sino yung kumbaga sa matchup based.
Okay.
Definitely not Ellie Soyud, sabi niya.
I see.
Yung based on my conversation with Coach Roger.
All right, let's move on to the Petrogas Angels. So ang projected starters nila, Chi Saet, Myla Pablo, Gretzel Soltones, Rem Palma, and Ria Meneses as the middles, Ces Molina opposite, Kat Arado as the libero, and then of course Coach Arnold Lanyog as their head coach. When you think about firepower, Sir Joey, itong team na to punong-puno rin ng firepower.
Sobra. Kumbaga, ibang klase yung addition ni Myla Pablo tsaka ni Gretchen Soltones. Iba yan. Meron ka pa Ria Meneses, may Palma ka pa. Ang nakikita ko lang medyo speaking of weakness, si Chisa is one of the best setters during her prime. Kaya lang, ang magiging problema, medyo may edad na rin si Chi. So, kumuha sila ng isa pang setter, si Ivy Perez, di ba? And Ivy Perez, okay naman siya, solid naman siya, pero can she mesh with this kind of firepower? Ang tanong Of course, si Chi, kaya niya yan, pero ang problema kay Chi, yung conditioning Kaya ba niya tumagal ng 4 sets, 5 sets? So, pagpapasok na si Ivy, di ba? So, paano sila magme-mesh with itong klaseng firepower na to? Kumbaga may bala ka pero kailangan iba pa rin yung baril mo, ika nga, na to fuel that firepower. Last two conference, they beat yung una na tinalo nila yung Creamline, di ba? Na may import list.
Yes.
Tapos sabi fluke. Tapos nag-all Filipino Open Conference. They made the finals and they competed against Creamline. But Creamline won it. Pero patunayan nila na yung fluke. And now, nag-upgrade sila. So imagine mo yung lakas ng Petrogas ngayon.
Alright. So, much improved pagdating sa firepower itong Petrogas Angels. Talagang nag-refuel sila. So, full tank na yan.
Yeah.
Dito sa over there in Ilocos Norte. Alright, we're down to our last two teams, Sir Joey. The Philippine Army Lady Troopers. So, si Jovelyn Gonzaga na nag-reveal ng kanilang starters Si Jane Gonzalez at setter. And then, you have Jem Gutierrez. Sinabi ni Jovelyn, sobra daw nag-improve to. Honey Royce Tubino. And then, of course, the legend, Ging Balse. Ginny De Los Reyes. Jovelyn Gonzaga. And then, the libero, Angela Nunag, coached of course by Coach Kung Fu Reyes. Ang tinatawag daw sa kanila, Sir Joey, mga titas of PVL daw. Titas of PVL daw tong Philippine Army. So, kailangan ba mag-ingat sa mga tita yung ibang teams dito sa Army?
Oh, syempre naman dahil syempre iba yung experienceado ka. Tawagan sa basketball, magulang o lang magu. Di ba? Tapos may Jovelyn Gonzaga kaya di ba? Iba yung gulang minsan mas kahit na hindi kaya ng katawan mo yung nadadala ng galing mo, ng diskarte mo na itong Army tingin ko punong-puno ng gano'n kaya hindi pwede rin tong i-underestimate tong Black Mamba Army.
Tsaka Sir Joey, nung una daw sumali si Jovelyn sa Army, sila talaga yung mabigat. As in every year, nagcha-champion sila. So, you've covered those times, Sir Joey. So, do you think kaya nilang ibalik yung mga panahon na yon na talagang perennial championship contender sila?
I think yung Army ngayon didn't have much talent nung sinasabi mong era na yon kasi naalala ko yung era na yon kalaban nila PLDT. Ang post of Jaja, Eliza, Rachel, Pablo, sila Dindin, Abby Maranyo, Jovelyn Gonzaga. So wala silang ganun talent ngayon pero ang pinaka-talent nila malamang ang magdala ng heavy lifting dito sa Army na to si Jovelyn, di ba? So most tsaka si Tubino tingin ko. So kaya kumbaga walang talent as before pero kaya pa rin ibalik yung dating galing.
Si Jovelyn mas mas kondisyon siya ngayon Sabi niya she lost a lot of weight So abangan natin yan sa paglalaro niya dito sa PVL. Alright, Sir Joey, we're down to the last team. Santa Lucia Lady Realtors, another exciting team. Projected starters, Ruby De Leon, Open Spikers, MJ Phillips, and Pam Lastimosa. Middle blockers, Mika Reyes and Del Palomata. Opposite, Aiza Maiza Pontillas and the libero Bang Pineda, coached by Coach Edison Orculio. So, what can we expect from Santa Lucia, Sir Joey?
Ito, if you look at the lineup, parang Cherry Tigo rin to, parang Petrogas na deep in every position. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, Aiza Maizo na napakagaling pa, Prado, Jovelyn Prado, 'di ba? So, MJ Phillips, 'di ba? MJ Phillips is sa power dito.
Solid.
Speaker solid. Tapos yung setter pa, may Ruby De Leon ka na, meron ka pang Janelle Cheng na, 'di ba? So kahit na i-timeshare mo 'yan, parang walang mawawala eh. Parang, di ba, kahit pagsalit-salita mo, 'di ba? So parehong hindi titigil yung, kumbaga, sobrang lalim eh. Parang it reminds me of Creamline and Petrogas and Cherry Tigo. Ganun kalalim.
So ayan, guys, we have a preview. We just got a preview from veteran sports writer from the Philippine Star, Joey Villar. Again, Sir Joey, maraming salamat for breaking down all of the 10 teams who will be participating here in the first ever PVL bubble. But now it's time for your predictions. Ito na yung pinakahihintay. Ito yung inaabangan ko, Sir Joey, yung mga predictions mo. And I think na you're the best guy to make the predictions because of your history covering the sport, 'di ba? So nag-joke ka nga, 'di ba? Kahit ice age nung volleyball, nandun ka, nagko-cover ka pa rin. So let's get your power rankings, Sir Joey, for this PVL bubble.
I think yung all 10 teams are capable of making the Final Four. Pero yung tingin ko that can go far yung, syempre of course, Creamline, diba? Kailangan bilangin mo yan. Of course, Santa Lucia, of course, Cherry Tigo, and Choco Mucho, I think. Wong, and even Perlas, I think Perlas with Morente, Maraginot, and even PLDT, despite the absence of a middle blocker that Roger Gorayev said they lack. So, itong teams na to, I think, will make the Final Four. Isa sa apat sa mga teams na to ang capable of going that far. Diba? So, ito yung tingin ko.
Okay, I do want to ask you to nakikiusap po ako, Sir Joey, na if you could give us yung rankings talaga based on your experience. And guys, you know, even though Sir Joe is very experienced, you know, wala naman pong Nostradamus dito sa mundo, 'di ba? And we encourage you guys also to put down your version of your power rankings in the comment section below para, you know, makita natin kung ano ba yung pulso ng ating mga volleyball fans. So, Sir Joey, for you, who's number one in your power rankings?
I think the Creamline will win it all for me.
Okay, number one. Okay, yeah. Creamline number one.
And I think Choco Mucho, Santa Lucia.
So Choco Mucho at number 2, Choco Mucho at number 2, Santa Lucia at number 3, number 4.
One among Cherry Tigo, Perlas or PLDT, I think.
Cherry Tigo, Perlas or PLDT. If you had to choose one of those three, Sir Joey, sino sa tingin mo?
I think it will boil down to baka Cherry Tigo.
Okay.
Even PLDT, very, very close. I think it's a very, very close race. It will be a very, very close. Even in the fight for the last slot. Magkakaroon ng tayan, maniwala ka na i-break pa ng tayan.
Okay.
Sobrang...
So what about Perlas and PLDT? If you had to choose between the two, sino? Perlas and PLDT.
Papailing ako kasi
ang hirap talaga eh.
Kumbaga, ito yung mga sentimental favorites ko eh. PLDT and Perlas eh. So, I think Perlas is a more complete team than PLDT for me.
Okay. So you would have, let's put Perlas at 5 and PLDT at 6. So wow, Ang hirap kasi, no, Sir Joey, na pag nakita mo yung mga teams na nale-left out, parang, teka, ang lakas pa rin nito
May signal ka pa na
Yun
diba?
yun nga eh, may Petrogas pa. So, ang hirap, no? But sige, I'll take that, Sir Joey. I'll take that.
I think I forgot to mention Petrogas pala. Sorry.
Yeah.
Petrogas is there. Should be there.
Okay.
Dito siya sa note ko.
Okay, Petrogas should be in like the top 7.
Imagine mo, ilang teams yan? Ilang teams yung binanggit ko na pang Final Four. Yung Creamline, Choco, mucho.
Yeah.
Santa Lucia, PLDT, Cherry, Perlas, and Petrogas. 7, imagine mo. 7,
Grabe.
Pag na close fight na.
Grabe. So more or less. more or less, no, Sir Joey. Grabe. When you look at the lineups, talagang ang here. But yun, thank you for that, Sir Joey, for your fearless forecast sa ating power ranking. So I'll just do a little recap. So Creamline, Choco Mucho, Santa Lucia, Cherry Tigo, Perlas, PLDT, and Petrogas. Yun yung sa tingin mo nauna.
Yung 7 na can make the Final Four and make the finals and win it all.
Grabe.
Curious lang ako, ikaw, Anton. Ano ka?
I will put my responses in the comment section.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my responses in the comment section. Yeah. Again, guys, katuwaan lang to. You know, this is just based on our knowledge kasi, you know, mahirap i-predict 'yan. Kasi hindi naman nakapag-training ng, you know, to the best of their capabilities ang lahat ng teams. So we're just basing it on our experience, diba? Sir Joey's experience as a writer, his conversations with the coaches and the players. So we want to know your thoughts also, your fearless forecast. Put them down in the comment section below. Okay, ito naman, individual awards, Sir Joey. Ito, very exciting na usapan din to yung individual awards So para sa'yo, sa ngayon, Sir Joey, sino naaamoy mo na, you know, pwede mag-best setter dito sa PVL?
Gia Morado should be the favorite.
Okay.
Gia Morado. And I think yung mga possible contenders si Jem Ferrer. Kasi meron na siyang mabibigyan na mas marami, Jem Ferrer. And maybe Nabor. Unless timeshare sila ni Giselle C. Na, diba? Pero kung i-full blast si Nabor, she can contend. Diba, naalala ko, one UAP season. Muntik talunin ni Nabor si Gia Morado for the best setter and Kim Fajardo. Imagine mo.
Si Nabor, idol si Gia
Kaya nga. So, meron din siyang ability to snatch the best setter award. Pero tingin ko, Gia Morado is a favorite.
Well, I'm sure there's so many people who agree with you also. But yes, respect to Jasmine Nabor. She does have that capability. So let's label her as a dark horse candidate para sa best setter. All right, Sir Joey, first and second open spikers, sino ang nakikita mo? Favorites to win it?
Of course, si Eliza Valdez, diba? So,
okay.
Pero medyo may competition siya kasi loaded to So, pwedeng si Pablo, pwede. Kung healthy siya, pwede si Lina, Petchel, baka si Dakis, hindi mo masabi. Diba? So, kasi na focus na magiging Dakis-centric ng signal
Yes.
Medyo baka mag-heavy lifting siya tulad ni Jobelin. Baka, diba? So, most probably kasama siya sa conversation. But I think, ang lamang dyan si Eliza pa rin.
If you would have to name a second, who would you put your money on? A second open spiker. Would you say Dakis because of the reasoning that you explained?
Probably yes.
Probably.
Yes.
I like that pick, Sir Joey. I like that pick. I like that pick.
But if Myla Pablo is healthy and Rachel Soltones,
pwede no?
Yan.
Pwede. All right, sir. Move on tayo sa middles. First and second middle blocker. Who are your picks?
Si Jaja, of course, di ba? Jaja.
Yep.
So, of course, Mika. Panaga, nandyan. And Bea Del and Madi, depende sa gamit ng Choco mucho.
Grabe.
Diba? So, pero naman si Jaja.
Yeah.
Ngayon, tingin ko pa nga ba kasi yung mag-second si either Bea or Madi. Baka si Mika nga actually. Kasi parang condition si Mika ngayon.
Talaga. So sino yung napupulsuan mo, Sir Joey? If you had to pick a second to join Jaja.
Baka bang Bea Del siguro ako.
Wow, you roll the dice on Bea De Leon, ha? Okay. I like that.
Bahala na. Pero very close yung second, tingin ko.
Opposite hitter naman, Sir Joey.
I think it's a very close one. Si Cat Valentino and Jobelin Gonzaga. Tingin ko.
Grabe.
Very close.
Ay, hirap. Okay, like, if you had to pick, sino? Cat or Job?
Para sa akin si Cat Valentino. Kasi if you remember nung yung huling yung umi-score ng 30 yan, umi-score ng tapos may setter ka na mas alam yung style mo. Imagine mo maghahalimaw yan. Tingin ko. Parang hindi magiging cat yan, magiging tigress o lioness Tolentino yan.
Narinig niya from Sir Joey Lioness mag-evolve into a lioness itong si Cat Tolentino. Okay. Last, sa libero, sino nakikita mo na mag-emerge as the best libero?
Baka si Cat Arado.
Cat Arado.
Oh, pero yung second, it could be among Denden or Atienza or Junela. And maybe Alaysa Eroa, maybe. Pero tingin ko baka Denden.
Grabe rin yung mga liberos no?
Kumbaga, merong mga posisyon na hindi tayo maubusan sa Pilipinas, libero, I think. Mabilis ang palitan ng talent ng libero Dami natin ganyan na mas galing. So now, tingin ko si Kat yung pinaka might win the best libero.
Alright, i-recap natin itong predictions ni Sir Joey Villar at setter Gia Morado, open spikers Eliza Valdez and Rachel Andakis, middle blockers Jaja Santiago and Bea De Leon, opposite hitter Cat Tolentino, and best libero Cat Arado. Grabe, what a lineup. Yan lang masasabi ko. And again, we want to hear your predictions as well. Put them down in the comment section below. Ako rin, I will put my predictions in the comment section below. Let's keep the volleyball conversations going. And we're very excited dahil bukas na nga magsisimula ang Premier Volleyball League.
MVP ba tayo?
Oh yeah, sige, let's buti pinaalala mo, Sir Joey. Gusto mo pa ata mag-predict, sir.
Parang nakita ko sa amin ng MVP.
Oh, yes.
Diba?
Sige, sir.
Siyempre, gusto ko malaman kung sino yung MVP. If we pick the best setter, kumbaga, it's just
Thank you, sir. Thank you for reminding us.
Diba?
Sige.
So, ako, for me, ang MVP will be one among, of course, Eliza, Jaja Santiago, and even Cat Valentino, I think.
Woo! Grabe!
Kumbaga, maybe Nicole Chamson, maybe.
Oh, isasama mo pa si Nicole, Grabe.
But alam naman natin kung sino ang gusto ng lahat maging MVP na capable naman mag-MVP. Si Eliza. Alam naman natin.
And I mean, if you follow Sir Joey Villar, you know the amount of respect that Sir Joey has for Eliza Valdez. You even go as far as calling her the queen of Philippine volleyball. So she's your MVP, Sir Joey. So salamat, Sir Joey. You reminded me pa of the MVP, pero dagdagan natin ng isa.
Sige.
Who do you think will be the breakout performer in the PVL bubble? Yung player na, alam mo yon, hindi natin ina-expect, pero biglang i-up niya yung game niya, and then, alam mo yon, we'll recognize her and view her in a different way. dahil yun nga, nagpakita siya ng matinding improvement dito sa PVL bubble. Is there anybody in mind that you see who could be the breakout performer?
I think para sa akin, Kat Tolentino at si Jovelyn yung nakikita ko eh. Kasi si Jovelyn galing niya sa injury, di ba?
Yeah.
Hindi niya magbigay 100%. So tingin ko naman, itong pandemic, nabigyan siya ng time to heal. So interested ako to see how she performs. Kasi kumbaga, nung healthy siya, nung 100% siya, kundi man siya, pwede siyang tawagin number 2 best player in the country. One of the top 2 players nung panahon na healthy siya.
Yes,
top 3. Tapos yung Kat Tolentino, intrigue ako kasi maganda yung pinakita niya last time. Baka this is the time na lalong yung lalong mag-flourish siya. Kaya bantayan natin si Kat Tolentino. Baka hindi natin masabi. Maging dark horse MVP. We don't know. Ngayon pa lalo, keep saying na may setter na ang Choco mucho. So, kung si Wong mag-live up to expectation, Kat Tolentino could be our girl.
Okay, so let's put Kat Tolentino as Sir Joey Villar's breakout performer in the PVL bubble. Sir Joey, again, maraming salamat for sharing with us your time. Sir Joey Villar of the Philippine Star with us straight from the Java Hotel at Lawag, Ilocos Norte. He'll be covering the PVL bubble, so do follow him for all the updates on the Premier Volleyball League. Sir Joey, your final message sa lahat ng mga manonood who are so excited dahil bukas magsisimula na ang PVL.
Para sa fans, wala muna tayong fans sa venue, pero mapapanood natin to sa different kinds of sa TV, ilalive to sa pvl.ph. So tis na muna. Kumbaga, mag-settle muna tayo sa panonood dahil mayroon pang pandemic. So after this, suportahan natin ang PVL kasi after this, pag naging successful to, malay mo, baka sa October mayroon pang second conference, malay mo. So pagdasal natin lahat na maging successful, maging safe, lahat ng dito sa Lawag, and magtutuloy-tuloy na yan, maniwala kayo. Hanggat sa payagan na tayong manood sa venue, basta be patient and support not just PVL but Philippine volleyball as a whole, para sa atin naman lahat ito, hindi lang sa player, hindi lang sa akin, hindi lang sa fans, diba? Philippine volleyball in general.
Man, I can't say it any better than that. That's what it's all about, and we're just so happy and thankful and blessed because volleyball is back again. The original sports writer, the veteran from the Philippine Star, Sir Joey Villar. Maraming salamat, Sir Joey, for the time and syempre lahat ng mga predictions mo.
Thank you rin, Anton. Ikaw, hindi kita matanggihan eh. Na-miss ko tuloy yung basketball natin eh.
Oo nga, Sir Joey. Yun, intense din yung mga laban natin doon, pero siguradong mas intense yung mga laban na mapapanood natin starting tomorrow sa PVL. So again, Sir Joey Villar, maraming salamat. Guys, thank you so much for watching this first episode of DNA Analysis on Volleyball DNA. And let's keep talking. Let's keep the volleyball conversations going because the PVL is starting tomorrow. We'll see you guys right back here in the lab on Volleyball DNA.
Thank you for watching Volleyball DNA. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified for future episodes and interview highlights.
And while you're at it, head over to our Facebook page by clicking on the link in the description.